Hi, it is June 15th, 2022. I just got back from my improv class, which was fun. I had a good time. We had some new people in class today, so that was cool. And I got another improv class tomorrow. I got my long form class, so um, that'll be cool. Then I think I get my kids Friday, and I have them probably through Tuesday. And then got my improv class next Wednesday, and then I go to Vegas again probably that weekend. So I'm going to take a couple more cracks at a couple tournaments up there. You know, this month has been kind of crazy with the poker, and I've gone and I've played. I mean, so far I've played 6 tournaments up there. I'm 0 for 6 on cashing, so it hasn't been going well. But to me, it's like I want to make the most of it because, you know, the World Series of Poker has always been a special time of year for me. It's, as a poker player, it's an exciting event, and to me, I really feel like this is probably going to be the last one that is going to be priced in U.S. dollars. My outlook for the next year is I think the dollar is going to collapse within the next year. I don't think there will be another World Series of Poker priced in dollars, and I don't know what it'll look like post collapse. You know what I mean? And so I've been wanting to take advantage of it, and I'll probably go up there that weekend, and then that'll probably be my last time up there because then the next weekend I have off. We actually have the Arizona State Poker Championship here, which is another tournament I really like, which will also probably be the last chance. So, poker tournaments are continuing to be on the horizon for me as far as my weekends. The markets, so the Fed came out today, did its 3/4 percentage rate hike. The markets didn't have a huge reaction. They're off the lows. And we might actually see a brief period of stability here because I think that now that the market's kind of digested that, I think until the inflation data comes out the next month, I don't think there's going to necessarily be any big movement. I don't really see like a big reason for the market to move unless some kind of geopolitical thing happened that caused the market to move, or unless like maybe a bank or something started to get in trouble because of the damage that's already been done technically and all that. Maybe some investors start getting in trouble. But if that didn't play out yet, I don't think it's going to. I think most likely we're going to have 2 to 3 weeks of stability here until I think next month when the CPI comes out. That's going to be big news because if it comes out and it's high, I think that's going to really rock the markets because I think the markets just think it's going to be easy. The Fed's going to do this. That's going to get inflation down, and that's going to be the end of it. And it's really not. So, yeah, I guess I'm kind of. Part of me wants to say limbo, but it's just me living my life. It's this is the life I have at the moment, and you know, it could be better, but it also could be a whole lot worse. And I'm gonna try to get back into my routine of getting up at like 6 a.m. and going to shoot some hoops or something. Sometimes I jog, but tomorrow I would shoot hoops. Try to get back into my routine of lifting the weights in the evening that I was doing before Vegas. Then I had that stomach thing, so I didn't do it for a few days. But that was a good routine. I was enjoying that, so I'm gonna get back into that. Yeah. So my book, I gotta say, like, there's a lot that, like, the people on the right, there's a lot of real issues with these people. And, with a lot of these people. And a lot of the ways that they act are shitty. And, I understand that. But I also understand that it's a whole lot more fucking important to get a free economy than it is to try to preach morality to these individuals. We need freedom so that individuals have the freedom to live the way they want to live on their own fucking land, man. And some people in this world, man, some people are gay. And some people are transgender. And some people are polyamorous. And some people don't do things the way that the Christian church would tell them to do things. And as far as I'm concerned, this is fucking America. And to me, diversity is a great attribute that America has and that America's always had. We have, of course, the descendants of the white Europeans who came and settled over here. But we also have the indigenous tribes that were already here, and we have their descendants. And we got the people who were stolen from the African continent and brought over here on the slave ships. We got their descendants walking amongst us too, man. And we got people who've come up from the southern border. We got Canadians who've come here from the northern border. We got Australians who've come here. We've got South Africans who've come here. We got Russians who've come here. We got Chinese who've come here. We got Thai people. We got Vietnamese people. We got Japanese people. We got Korean people. We got Greek people. We got Egyptian people. Turkish. We got Israeli people. Jewish people. We got even guys like me, man, who were born in England, who lived there till I was 10, and who ended up here, man, in a country with history I wasn't real familiar with, and customs I wasn't real familiar with, and a dialect of the same language that I wasn't real familiar with. And I found a home here, and I found community here. I found friends here, and I found employment here. I found opportunities here, and I care about this home, and I care about the people that I've met here, and you want to live in accordance with the biblical scriptures that you believe in. As far as I'm concerned, you should have every fucking right to do that. As far as I'm concerned, there's no government on this planet that should be stepping in and telling you that you can't go to fucking church because there's a fucking pandemic. But if someone else wants to go to a mosque, if someone else wants to go to a temple, someone else wants to go to a church that worships a different God, man. This is fucking America, man. And they should have a right to fucking do that too. So, I saw someone send out a tweet today. They said, libertarians, we're not here to engage in the culture war. We're here to solve the fucking culture war. And the solution to the culture war is each landowner, they set their rules, they set their policy. You don't like these people, you don't want to deal with these people, you don't deal with them. You say, I don't want you on my land, this is who I'm going to deal with. This is what I want to do here. This is how I want to do business. And that's the end of it, man. And if you think that you're superior to some other group of people who happens to be walking around, prove it by having success in business, by showing that the policies that you're putting into place are the policies that are attracting customers, that are attracting employees, that are allowing your land holdings to grow and your kingdom to grow. Because essentially everyone will have their own kingdom. I do propose a centralized security force as an option for people who don't have the ability to protect themselves or the willingness to do so. But I believe each landowner should also be free to own the arms they want to own to protect that land, with the exception of nuclear weapons, which I have a specific solution for I don't want to get into right now. So the solutions I'm proposing aren't bad solutions, man. Maybe you won't get to tell everyone in this society how they should live, but you'll be free to live the way you want to live, man. And if there's any objective here, should that not fucking be it? And if that's not it, if your objective is still to get other people to live the way you want to live, or you think they should live, then shouldn't you be able to convince them of that, either by showing them how great your life is, by showing them why you want to live that way, by convincing them that the way you're living is the right way and the moral way to live? Shouldn't you be able to do that using words? So that's the way I want to compete, man. I want to compete with words and with free exchange and transactions, rather than across a fucking battlefield or across a neighborhood street where the guy on the other side of the street voted for a different fucking guy than you did. Because that's ugly, man. And that's a fucking competition that no one's gonna win. So cool, man. That was a great diatribe, man. And I wanted to put that out there because I do see, I talk about a lot of things. I talk about bullying, I talk about cruelty, I talk about the way I haven't been listened to, the way I haven't been acknowledged. But the truth is, there's a lot of people in this world who haven't been acknowledged. There's been a lot of bullying in this world, and a lot of that bullying has come from libertarians and people on the right especially. So it's not every member of the group, but it is a lot of people. There is a lot of ignorance, and there's a lot of fucking cruelty, man. And I'll tell you this, man. You give us that free competition, dude. You don't want to be fucking cruel, man. You don't want to be the guy who people don't like. So you want those employees, you want those customers, you want that land, you're going to need to start acting right. because you're only going to get it is you got a product or service to offer other people that they actually want and are willing to fucking pay for. And that's a whole lot more difficult than just using your money or your influence or whatever underhanded tactics to try to gain political power and abuse the people you don't like. So, it's a better fucking way, man. It's a better fucking way. And whenever you guys are ready for it, my book is available.